man-made. It's something that was, this whole thing, it was created by man. These religions, they're psychologists. They're crazy. These people who made the Bible and so forth, they're deep into psychology and philosophy and stuff, and they put this stuff together as a way to control man. Because they're the sheep. And they need a shepherd to control them. If man just, lived naturally, they wouldn't give those guys their money. They love the power and the money and stuff. Mankind naturally doesn't go around killing people and stuff, doing all kinds of bad stuff. Religion is what does that. When the suicide bombers put those bombs on themselves and go into the crowds of the infidels and blow themselves up, they wouldn't naturally do that under normal conditions. Their minds, the words from this preacher who says that he's speaking on behalf of God, these words went into his mind. And I don't like the term mind control because the person is making the choice, But there's a lot of feeble-minded people. And even people who aren't so feeble-minded get sucked into these sorts of things. Because it starts making sense after a while. It all makes sense. All of a sudden you have all the answers. You know everything. You understand the whole plan and everything. I'm not here to offer solutions. I don't know. I don't know how to free mankind from this deception. All I know is that knowledge and information is like light. It's like flipping the switch and turning the light on. And like before, you couldn't see anything and it was all dark. But then when you flip the switch on, you can start seeing stuff. You can see what's really there. Not just what somebody told you was there, but you can actually see what was really there. The light is what gives you the ability to see those things. And the light is the information. Learning, listening to people. You shouldn't, in some countries, they ban certain stuff. They don't allow the people to be influenced by certain things. Certain stuff on the computer, on the internet, and on TV and stuff, it's not allowed. The people can only watch what the leaders allow them to watch. Well, I think that's wrong. You should be able to see anything that's out there and then, use your own mind to decide whether it's right or it's wrong. In some churches, it's against the rules to question the doctrine, to ask questions like, this isn't really making much sense to me. Can you explain this? And they get all mad. You're doubting. Questioning is the same as doubting. The Bible says the unbelievers will be burned in a lake of fire. You just have to listen to the preacher and do what you're told to do without question. And it's like, why can't I ask any questions? Why can't I? Maybe because you don't have any answers. You don't have any good answers. It's like, that's their defense that they have. It's like, no questions allowed. It's like, the stuff behind this wall over here, this is all stuff that doesn't make any sense. You belong over here. You don't get to penetrate this wall and ask questions. So, well, what about this? Get back. You'll burn in hell if you don't get back. I hope I'm giving a good visual illustration or whatever. Information. Learn stuff. Listen to what's out there. Don't let anyone tell you can't listen to different stuff. The least you can do is listen and hear them out, because the truth is like a pillar, a solid pillar on a solid foundation that can't be moved. nothing that comes against it can destroy it. The pillar is strong. The truth is strong. You can't destroy the truth. It's always going to be there no matter what. Nothing can come against the truth and destroy it. So you listen to different stuff that's out there, and it's like wind that blows against the truth. And like, what you think is the truth might not be the truth, and it might get demolished. But that's a good thing. Because if it wasn't the truth, then you shouldn't be believing in it. You want anything that's not the truth to be destroyed. So bring it on. Bring on everything. Let everything come against what you believe in. And if what you believe in is still standing, then that is the truth. But if you got some flimsy reed that you're believing in, and any little wind will blow it over, so you're like guarding the reed to not let the wind touch it. It's like, no, this little flimsy thing, this is the truth. And I'm not going to let any wind touch it. I'm not going to listen to anybody. This is what I believe in, no matter what. And I'm not going to listen to anybody else. That's not the truth. And I don't know how you're listening to this video, because this wind is going to knock your reed over. It's not true. What you believe in is bullshit. And it's sad to say, but once you expose yourself to the world a little bit, you'll learn that it's all a bunch of bullshit. It's all bullshit. There's so much bullshit out there. But the truth is like, it still stands. You can't defeat the truth. 1 + 1 is going to be 2 tomorrow. And it was 2 yesterday, and it's going to be 2 forever. So that's true. And no one can argue with that. And there's other things too. One time they thought the earth was flat. And this was their belief that they had, and it was like that little reed blowing in the wind. And then like people who stood up and said, the earth is round and there's the evidence and stuff, they would kill those people. They would kill them. They're called witches and stuff. Anyone who was a heretic or whatever, who taught false doctrine, something that didn't agree with the church, bam, off with their head. Bam, off with their head. They killed them to shut them up. Just to shut them up. Because they knew that the words that they were spoken would make their little flimsy reed fall down. But why? They must have knew that what they had wasn't the truth. If they wouldn't let people listen and hear other points of view and stuff, why did they have to shut those people up like that? The truth ain't going nowhere. If it's the truth, even if there's just one person in a big crowd of other people in some kind of argument or something, if that one person has the truth, then he's like an indestructible force. And he can shut up all those other people. And so what they do is they resort to, like, they use lies and stuff, and they attack the person in different ways, and they persecute the person, and they might even kill the person, even in our modern times. But they might, if they can't find any other way, they might just make up stuff against that person to attack him, because they can't fight against his words that he's speaking. But they got to shut him up, because his words can destroy their whole foundation. And like, if you build a house on a solid